With the release of the new DJI Mavic 4 Pro yesterday, we now have a new firmware update for the DJI Air 3S, the DJI Mini 4 Pro, even the DJI Air 3, and this brings fantastic news. So this brings a new DJI Fly 1.17.0 and also a new firmware update as well. So with the release of the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, I said one of the most exciting features of this was the new controller. The DJI RC Pro 2 is just a work of art. I have a full video coming on this. It'll probably be like the next video, like a full review on it, so I won't go into all the different features, but basically this has a fold out screen. This screen can rotate, has 2000 nits of brightness. The DJI RC2 controller has 700 nits. So just seeing this screen in real life, the colors, the contrast, the image quality that you're getting out of here in a mini LED screen, the RC2 controller is just absolutely chef's kiss. But it gets better. You see, what DJI have done is that they have allowed, in this firmware update, backwards compatibility. I thought this controller was just going to be for the Mavic 4 Pro, the like hero drone, and this is like the best controller you can get. And in future, maybe you might be able to get this as an optional accessory. You can actually buy this on the DJI website as an additional accessory. Well, depending which country you're going to be living in. I'll talk about that at the end. But this supports OcuSync 4 drones via this firmware update. I think it's fantastic news that DJI haven't just restricted this to just the Mavic 4 Pro. So you can fly this with the DJI Air 3, the DJI Air 3S, and the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I was only just saying what a fantastic combination this is. A small, portable 4K drone like the Mini 4 Pro, super popular, but also having the DJI RC Pro 2. This incredible controller, and a great advantage to the Mini 4 Pro, because the Mini 4 Pro shoots in vertical video, vertical photos, or horizontal. You can just simply rotate this screen and get straight to vertical. So to get this working, all you need to do is if you have the DJI RC2 controller, turn this on and update to the latest firmware update, which is going to be version 01.00.0100. This now shows that support for those OcuSync 4 drones. If you have the DJI RC2 controller, there's also a new firmware update for this, and this is version 06.00.0100. This adds support so you can use the DJI RC2 controller with the Mavic 4 Pro. And it also brings a new DJI flight simulator and fixes known issues. So when you're on the DJI RC2 controller, all you need to do is click connect to aircraft. On this screen, you will now see the supported devices. You've got Mavic 4 Pro at the top, Air 3S, DJI Air 3, and Mini 4 Pro. You click on that, it will then update and actually sync to the Mini 4 Pro. So if you do have multiple drones and you have this controller, you can use the DJI Air 3S, the Mini 4 Pro, the Mavic 4 Pro, all with this one controller. This is not going to get updated for years. It is truly fantastic just how it works, and being able to see outside clearly now with the RC2 and flying the Mini 4 Pro, it's really difficult, especially during daylight, bright conditions, to see this screen. 2000 nits, just go to brightness and actually just drag that up, and you've got 2000 nits of sustained brightness, which means seeing it is great. But first of all, let's just talk about one of these new things on here, which is on this controller and on the RC2, which is the DJI Simulator. So in the top right hand corner, you'll now see DJI Simulator. So if you click on that, it will now take you to this simulator screen. So from here, you can select basic courses, or you can do an immersive flight. And this is great if it might be raining outside, it might be really windy, and you want to actually fly your drone, but you can't physically fly your drone. You can actually just turn the controller on and now fly it. And it's actually, it's pretty good. It's better than any app you'll have seen on your iPad, your phones. This is good. So I can click skate park, click go fly, and I've selected the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. So you get this like robot on the screen. So you move this character around. You can select where you want to place the aircraft. So I'll place it here. You even drag the flight sticks in to take the drone off. And now I can actually fly the drone around. And the controls are identical to flying that drone. And I can also switch to different focal lengths as well, just by tapping on that screen. So if I wanted to, I could practice all the different maneuvers. So I could want to practice an orbit, I can just go here, I can look at these buildings and just actually move the flight sticks and practice all these different drone moves, just fly around and explore. Pretty cool this, especially for beginners, for just starting off flying the drone, actually getting different techniques. It's pretty good. I like it. Now on the RC2 controller, you're going to have that DJI simulator again, the exact same one, so that's great. Also fixes known issues. So if you've been having any issues recently with your Mini 4 Pro, your DJI Fly app on here, then hopefully this will have fixed it as well. We never get told what this is, so it's all going to be basically if you've had any issues or not, hopefully it's fixed. Now don't forget, if you are enjoying any part of this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. And I have my own website for these DJI drones. I have cheat sheets available in physical formats like this, so a physical book that gets sent to you anywhere in the world, goes through all the different settings, double-sided sheets here showing you checklists, the pro settings to use, different drone moves. It is a really good guide to keep with you all the time. Comes with a carabiner clip that clips to your backpack, so go and check that out. I also have an ebook version which is 50 pages, goes into loads of detail on the Mini 4 Pro, the DJI Air 3S. I have video LUTs on there, so if you wanted to actually explore color grading, like using the D-Log M color profile, you're not too sure what to do, you simply just use my LUTs, drag it onto your clip, and you get fantastic results like this. But these cheat sheets are so popular. I've got them in digital and physical format. It supports the channel out so much, so I appreciate everybody who's picked up one of these. I'll link them at the top of the description. Now let's go and have a look at the flight test with the RC Pro 2 and the Mini 4 Pro. Okay, so we've now got the Mini 4 Pro connected to the RC Pro 2. Fantastic news. Let's see how this works. So first thing I'm going to do is get this drone taken off in the air and seeing if we have full functionality. So the Mini 4 Pro, let's just do a couple of spotlight moves here. Still flying the Mini 4 Pro, even from that Mavic 4 Pro. I do love flying this drone still. It's such a fantastic small 4K drone. This is a great combo now. But the great thing about this controller is we can fly in horizontal now. Because it's got a rotatable screen, all I have to do is rotate the screen on the RC Pro 2 and it will automatically put the Mini 4 Pro into vertical mode. So I don't even have to click on that screen now. I have the same functionality as before, so I can film it to 4K 60, but it's now like even better with some additional buttons that we now have on this controller. But the great thing is that because this screen is so bright, doing certain like moves with that Mini 4 Pro and the RC2 is difficult in bright conditions like this. But now because I have this bright 2000 nit screen, I can like fly through some of these boats in this really cool area. Let's go and test that out. Okay, so I've got the drone positioned just behind this boat now. So let's go into 4K 60. I'm going to turn the sensors off and I'm just going to fly through this boat. So a bit of a risky move, but I can see it clearly on this massive 7-inch screen. And because it switches to vertical, I can see the perfect framing as well. So this just works absolutely spot on. Now on the controller, we've also got additional buttons, so I can actually use this now to customize this button to do different things. So I can bring up vision assist just by tapping it. I can actually rotate the gimbal. I could switch to photos or videos. So I don't actually have to tap on the screen now. I can just use this extra button now for a different functionality every time. And you can customize this fully in the settings, so that's good. Also this scroll wheel, so you can instantly change the exposure or the ISO on the Mini 4 Pro just from moving this scroll wheel around. Also you can actually go through your album and look through everything via this scroll wheel. So do a few tests on the Mini 4 Pro, make sure everything's working great. So top down shot here, let's just take a photo over these abandoned boats, and again I can just quickly change that exposure just from this scroll wheel, so that's really good. It's like an additional shortcut. So a really nice photo here in this location, and then just switch into video. Again, top down shot, just a really simple move here, just going straight up. Now this is so good. I can't explain how good this looks on this controller. So far so good, really good performance. Let's go through some of these settings. If you've not gone through these before, I'll go through them. So obstacle avoidance action, Mini 4 Pro, you want to select bypass or off. If you're going through tight spaces like I just did, I will turn them sensors off. And bypassing options, I would always have it on normal. You want your display radar map turned on all the time. There's no reason to not have that on. For return to home, I would select presets, not optimal. On the Mavic 4 Pro Air 3S, I will select optimal, not on here because the return to home just isn't as good. I will talk about that at the end of the video. I'll show you an example. Now, update home point. You can actually select the controller's location by selecting controller. This is a new feature we got, say, probably about a month ago now. So that's really good. I'll show you that again. Now, AR settings, have all of these turned on. So especially like the AR home point, it's really good at being able to see where you are. You can see on this screen, if I just turn down, look at the bottom, you can see that H icon. That is your current location. So it's really handy for seeing. So just have all those AR settings on, they're all great, especially for like landing your drone. You get a little icon on the screen and you return to home. Now, under flight protection, your max altitude, I would say set it to 120 meters, 400 feet, and your distance, you want to, stay within sight of that drone. Now, advanced safety settings at the bottom, have this set to return to home 90% of the time. Hover is those locations where you might be on a boat and you don't want it going back to that home point if you're moving about. But just keep it on return to home. Now for this controller, 100% under control, you want to go to gain and expo tuning, and I turned all of these settings down a lot. The sticks are very sensitive. It's like an FPV controller almost. So you want to slow everything down, especially in cine and normal. So these are my current settings. If you want to screenshot them, be my guest. Now under button customization, you can go into that menu and you can actually select to have different customizations. So especially that 4D button on the front of the controller, you can select that to do different things. You can select your C1 button, your C2 on the back. So you have a lot of extra buttons on this controller. So if you go into that customization menu, you can change those. Now under camera, I use D-Log M all the time. I'll have color display assist on. If you're just starting off, normal is absolutely fine. And then you want your video subtitles, unless you're actually looking at them in depth, I would turn them off because it's just going to give you a lot of unnecessary files. If we scroll down to grid lines a bit further down that menu, you want to have your rule of thirds and the center points on. Without it, it's just not very good for framing, so have the last two on all the time. And then under style, you want to bring that sharpness down to -1 or -2, otherwise your video footage is going to be way too sharp. So a quick example here on that return to home I spoke about. So if we go into the menu and you have that set to preset and you select return to home, what the drone will do, it will go up to that preset altitude. So you might have it for like 100 meters, maybe 200 feet, whatever you set it to, it will just go up in a straight line and come back to you. But what if you actually change location? So I'll show you that as well now. So you can see I'm near that boat where that H icon is. But now I've moved across to the right hand side, so I'm going to select to return to home. I'm going to click update home points. So once you click on that, now you can actually select the controller's location and it will automatically update that home point to now where I am. You can see that H icon has moved. I'm actually going to cancel that. I'm going to go to the menu and this time I'm going to select optimal. So now we've selected optimal, what the drone will do is will also do a return to home straight back to your location, but it's not going to go as high. It's going to find the best route it feels. So it's not coming very high now. You can see it's literally just like 15 meters off the ground. It's coming straight back to me and it will land here. So it comes back to you definitely faster, but it doesn't have this like super advanced return to home system that the Air 3S and the Mavic 4 Pro has. So in areas like this, it's safe to use, but if it's going to be like loads of trees and obstacles around you, just select that preset altitude. It's much safer. Now, price-wise, it is the exact same price as the original RC Pro controller, which is great. They've not increased that price. But can you get hold of one? Well, I will link it at the top of the description. So if you click on that link, it should take you directly to the DJI website where you can buy it. But if you're in the USA, this currently is not available. Neither is that Mavic 4 Pro. I know it's ridiculously frustrating. There's probably a few reasons. I would say tariffs is like one of the highest reasons. Hopefully that will get rectified really soon, so keep checking that link. It's not like this is never going to be available in the USA, it's just currently not available. I know people are getting them from Canada, Mexico, trying to sort out different ways of how people can get them. But I know it is ridiculously frustrating for you guys. I know majority of my viewers are people watching in the USA, so 100% I feel the frustration. Mini 4 Pro with this controller is just an awesome combination. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe because so many more videos coming really soon. This is just like a quick video for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Go and check out these cheat sheets if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.